Hello everyone, my name is Vaishali Fulari. Welcome back to our channel P. Vaishali's Mathematics Classes. Before solving 1.2 exercise from the 9th standard, chapter name is Number Systems. Let us talk about some important points related to it. What are the irrational numbers? The numbers which cannot be written in the form of P by Q, those numbers are called as irrational numbers. Actually, the irrational numbers are defined in three ways. I will tell you one by one. The numbers which cannot be written in the form of P by Q, those numbers are said to be irrational numbers. I will explain it. And second, the numbers which are not in the perfect squares like root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7 and so on. We can say that all these numbers are said to be irrational numbers. Next, as I said that the numbers which are not perfect squares like square root of 1, we can write it as 1. Square root of the 4, we can write it as the 2. Means these are the perfect squares. 1, 4, 9, all these. These are not irrational numbers. These numbers are said to be rational numbers. Whereas the numbers in the root which are not the perfect square, those are said to be irrational numbers. Next, the third point, the numbers which are non-terminating and non-recurring. What is the actual meaning of this? Non-terminating means it is not going to end, and non-recurring, there should not be any repetitions. Like 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 111, 0, 4 times ones and so on. I can say that this is also the irrational number. Because non-terminating, because dot 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 means it is not going to end, and non-recurring, if we see the sequence is not repeating here, so we can say that it is the irrational number. In my earlier video, you might have seen that the types of the numbers like natural numbers, rational numbers, whole numbers, integers, and in this video just now we have gone through the irrational number. So what is the relationship between them? Yesterday we have seen. Now let us we see is a small introduction on the real numbers. In 10th class there will be the first chapter. The name is the real numbers. What is a real number? Real number is the combination of rational and irrational numbers. If I say 2, is it a real number or rational or irrational? What is your answer? Think about it. Now, 2 is, I can say that it is a rational number and it is also a real number. And real number. But it is not an irrational number. Means there is no relationship between this rational and the irrational. These two numbers are separate numbers. Root 2 or root 3. So what these numbers are? These numbers are irrational numbers. And also we can say that this root 2 is also a real number. So finally we can say that the real numbers are the combination of rational as well as the irrational numbers. How we can represent these rational and irrational numbers with the real numbers in the diagram? Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and the rational numbers. Yesterday we have seen this diagram, and the irrational numbers are separated numbers, root 2, root 3 and so on. So the combination of this is the real numbers. Now let's move towards the 1.2 exercise from our number systems chapter. The first question is, state whether the following statements are true or false, and we have to justify the answers, why it is true and why it is false. The first question is, every irrational number is a real number. Just now we have discussed, still I will repeat it once. So you tell me after my sentence, you have to tell whether it is true or false. Now, as it is said that real numbers are the combinations of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Just now we have drawn a diagram also to understand this concept. Rational numbers and irrational numbers. Then is every irrational number is a real number? Yes, because it comes under the real number. To understand more, I will give you a real-time example. In India, there are many cities. Let us consider Hyderabad and Bangalore. These two are the different cities, but both comes under India, right? So in the same way, real numbers are the combination of rational as well as the irrational numbers. They are separated, they are not same. Or what is your answer? Is it true or false? Yes, my dears, you are right. It is true. This above statement is true. We can write the reason as irrational numbers are nothing but the real numbers. From question number 1, let's move towards the bit number 2. The question is, every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. Let us draw a number line here. At the middle, let us draw the 0. As we know, the right side of the 0 is always positive numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And left side, minus 1, negative numbers will be there. Minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. Now, is every number on the number line is in the form of the root? If we write root 1, 1, root 2 is equals to root 2, root 3 is equals to root 3, root 4 is equals to 2 and so on. Means if we take any number as a natural number, then we can represent it in the form of the root m. So what about the negative numbers? If we apply any number or any natural numbers, the root on it, can we get, or is it possible to get a negative number? Not at all. So we can say that this statement is false. This is the reason behind it. Let us discuss about question number 3. Every real number is an irrational number. Is it true or false? Let me tell this. Real numbers are the combination of rational and irrational numbers. So, Take any number, let us take 5. This number is the rational because it can be represented in the form of p by q. We know already. Then is the every real number, means this 5 is rational number as well as it is a real number. But is it the irrational number? No, it is not the irrational. So the statement is false. Let's move towards the question number 2. It is asked that are the square roots of all the positive integers irrational? Means here we have to take only the positive integers. If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is a rational number. Okay, let us take any number as the square root. Root of 1 is equals to 1. So, root 2 is equals to root 2. Root 3 is equals to root 3. If root 4 is equals to, how can we write it? Only the 2. Now, the meaning of this question is, if we are taking the positive integers, all these are the positive integers, if we apply the square root on it, is every number is irrational? No, it is not the case. Root of 1, it is just 1. It is not irrational, it is a rational number. And root of the 4, which can be 2. It is also not irrational number, it is the rational. Likewise, the numbers which are the perfect squares, which can be written in the root, all those are the rational numbers, not the irrational. Root of 9, we can write it as the 3. Root of the 36, it is the 6, and so on. Likewise, many examples are there. So, out of this, you can write any one example because it is asked, if not, give an example which is the square root of a number that is a rational number. We can write the answer as the square roots of all positive integers are not irrational. So, we can write the example as, we can write any example. Root 9 equals to 3, root 16 equals to 4, and so on. To complete the question number 3 and 4, please watch my next videos. Thank you.